Okay, in this video we're going to design our chat message body. So real quick, let's go back to our code. In here I'll create a main element and then the class, just make it flex co. Here gap 3, then 2.5 overflow y, can make it auto. Just zoom in. Here flex grow overflow. Here overscroll contain, and overflow x hidden, make a full width. Here my auto. Alright, let's now make sure it's auto here. My auto. Alright, now inside this main element we're gonna add a div element. So here dot, actually here, since we're gonna have, it's going to be conditional, we're gonna have two. Like on the left side the child is going to be blue, on the right side it's going to have a different color. So let us add blade classes. So how I'll create a div inside here. I'm not gonna use this class, no, we're going to add the blade class. So if you don't know about blade classes, don't worry, we can learn as we type. But if you want to learn more, you can just research about them in the Laravel documentation. Here, create at class. Inside, it's going to take an array of classes. In here, the first class is going to be the default one. So here I'll say max width, say 85%. And on the medium, max width, we can say it be a little bit, a lower value, 78%. Here flex width, auto, gap 2, relative, and then margin top 2. Okay, so in here down, let's go down. Here we're going to have an avatar which is going to be on the left side. So here, avatar. Here, let me create an element. Here we're also going to, so for these ones we're going to have blade classes, because in the future we're going to use these blade classes to conditionally hide or show some elements based on if the message belongs to the sender or the receiver. So here at class, something we did above. Here, let's do one class for now, shrink 0. I think we're going to add more classes, we'll see in the future. Here, add an avatar element. And then here down, let's add the message body. Here down, we're going to create a div element. Here, let's create again the blade the blade classes. In here, let's add a few classes. Flex wrap. I hope you can see this guys are zoomed in. Here text, let's add 15 pixels. I want the text, no, the default one is 16 or 17, but let's make it 16. Here rounded XL, padding 2.5. Here the flex co. Here text, let's make it black. Here the background, here hashtag F6 F8 and FB. Alright, so next I'm going to collapse this so we can go down. Alright, so now let's add more classes, but they're now going to be conditional. So down here, let's create another quote. Here, let's add rounded bottom left. Here, let's make it none. Since right here is rounded XL, so with this one, let's make it none if it's going to belong to the other user. Border, here border gray 200/40. Here we can just create this one called force. The other one is going to be rounded. It's going to be bottom right, none for the other user. And background blue 500/80. A little opacity there. And then text, make it white. Here we're going to make this true. Alright, that's it for this class element. For this one, inside this div element, let's now create a body, the P. Here to be white space normal. You truncate text small. Here medium text base. It's going to give a class of 16 pixels and the line height of 1.5. Right here tracking wide, make the text look a little bit readable. Wide, and then large tracking normal. Right, that I'm gonna collapse it. Inside here let's add dummy text. Just type lorem and then type a tab, click tab. So now hopefully everything works well. If we go back, then here there's something wrong. Oh, right here guys, don't forget to add a comma. Let's go back. And then now voila, awesome. So now it's working kind of fine, but there's clearly something wrong. So okay, here if you see on the avatar, this has to close down here. So just copy this one, remove it, and then add it below there so it can just close, because here it's like a flex. So we're going to have two elements, this and that. Now if we go back, it should work fine. Voila, now we have this the image of the other user here and the text. So in here, let's just add one more thing down here, just below this p tag. We're going to have another element here. Let's go dot ml auto flex gap 2. Here we're gonna have two elements too. One is a p. Actually, let's use blade classes. Sorry, at class text extra small. Let's just collapse it so we can add a different class. So here comma, here text gray 500. Here make it false. Here text white. And like for this false, it's just like for future reference, it's going to be like here there's a false and here there's a false. Here let's just make it true. This is gonna check if this message belongs to the currently authenticated user. It's gonna do true or false. If it does not, false. If true, true, like that. Here just add 5:25 a.m. Right after the p class, here it's gonna be a message status, but only show if the message belongs to auth. So here let's have a div element. Here we're gonna have two SVG elements. Here double ticks, here single ticks. Let's create a span with a blade class because it's going to be conditional in the future just to make things easier. At class, let's go to text gray 500. All right, in here let's collapse this, and then now let's go to bootstrap icon so we can now get there. As you can see right now the message is showing here on the left, but now let's go to bootstrap icon so we can get the ticks. Just type check. Here, get these long ones, not the short ones. Here, let's have a double. Let's copy the double check first. Copy that, paste it inside here. Here, actually, here, let's first copy this one, and then let's remove this one. Let's go back again. Copy this SVG. Make sure you copy the SVG, not the class. Come down here, paste it. All right. Now, if you go back and see, the ticks are showing now. But this is going to be shown on the other side of the chart. So, but for now, I'll go ahead and comment this out. So you can only have one there, this one. Yeah, I don't mind about the color. The color is supposed to be like that for the other message, which is going to be a little bit lighter. All right, so I think this is it for the chat, body. In the next video, let's now work on the footer for sending messages and typing. So see you in the next video.